Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the rise of Cornoe. And it's still snowing, and the last couple of episodes we've had snow because we've not let the time move on too quickly. I think we were dealing with one or two little things in between, and now we're really close to getting ready for this this area to be up and running. The other thing we're obviously doing is trying to get our nuclear town into play. Now let's have a quick look over here. These are new areas. I won't stop the gameplay. Let's keep it going. They're without a job. And it's mainly because there's not a lot of employment here. But I've always checked that these people can actually walk here, right? They can all walk here. And so in the reality, they should be waiting here at the train station, ready to go and work in certain parts of our industry. Notably, the chemical industry over there is where all of these people are heading to. I think we have at least 3 trains. Oh, sorry. Let me just have a look. I think we've got at least 3 trains on this line. Anyway, let's speed it up a little. Let's just have a look. We should have... What's this guy? And we just want to see. Where are you heading? Okay, no, that's fine. It's okay. When is this train ever popping out again? Is this thing? How many people can actually stay at this station? Where is my next train for this line? Only 2 trains on it. I guess it needs 3 then, right? I think there's 2 in here now, already kind of waiting. The Susselgrad Canal Chemical Workers, 0 of 2. What are we looking at? Where are they? The Susselgrad Canal platform is standard one way, yeah. And where are you currently? And that one is trying to do what exactly? It's okay. So no one has actually come out to do this thing. Hang on, let's just double check here. This thing has worked, right? Oh my goodness, this is a constant issue. Vasastavi shouldn't have this problem. Let's park it here for a second. We'll go back to Vasastavi in a minute. Where are you heading? Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to say this thing. They all dash in there for some reason, right? Let's just see. Let's just do this, right? Let's just do something with the signals here. And let's make it that. And yeah, let's do this, right? Yeah, let's do that. We don't need detail here. I still don't know why this isn't working. There we go. What? Hang on. Where are you trying to go? You're trying to go in here. Let's just look at this. Oh, okay, I get it. Well, let's just make it a chain. At least if it's a chain. Okay, what we'll do to fix that problem, we'll do this, right? Not that would ever do anything. Okay, fine. Okay. Got a heating problem. That's okay. Let's go and check out this thing quickly. So over here at Vasastavi, this has been built and ready to go for quite a while. We recently had this down under 50 and they were slowly coming back up. So let's just double check this one ever so quickly. My immediate reaction is, do we have water and do we have temperature? So let's quickly have a look at the temperature side of things. Just see the internal temperatures. No problems there. None whatsoever. If we go back here, hang on, let's clear out this message. This is the one we're after. Let's just double check. Food is fine. One person not able to get food out of 180 is not gonna drive us down to this kind of level. So if we go to some of these people, 37%, what didn't you get? That's fine. You got everything. But for some reason not happy at all. I find this very weird, right? Current demands and amounts of satisfaction, all filled, 100%. Right? So the thing that's a little bit low here is maybe this, but still that's not a big deal. You really have everything you want. Right? So it's not even saying that you're missing out on anything. I honestly don't know. I don't know why these guys, I mean, because some of them are really happy. And then some of them are like 38. And then let's just double check this again. Food and culture received, no problems. Oh, it's quite low, this. Okay, maybe what we'll try, let's try and do another statue or something in here to try and resolve this a little bit. Okay, so if we go into this area, let's at least build another kind of good little statue in this location, right? Something that's going to give us a bit of this, another 3.4% or something, you know? Oh, it doesn't actually, hang on. It doesn't actually showcase it. Okay, but anyway, I think something like a spot like this is pretty good, right? So let's do that. We'll place this one over here. I think just adding a little bit more to the mix there. We'll do that. What I will do is I'll go ahead and pay for that little path, and I'll just go ahead and pay for this one as well. It's not the end of the world. So hopefully that resolves a little bit of that, helps it out just a tad. Maybe we don't have enough there. It's a little bit of an awkward one. It's not a clear-cut one. I guess we might still be recovering from some other bits and pieces. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to have a quick look at over here, we've got this road done. I like it. I want to double check our rail construction areas here. This seems to be done. And this one is getting there. And I guess this is not currently assigned for construction. So let's get that done. I think that'll be the end of it, right? That'll mean all of our road construction or rail construction here is done. So let's grab our rail construction crew here, or the office at least, and say, go down here. Oh, it's only doing one little slither there. So let's quickly go and, start work on this one. The plan is for us to please do that. And then at the same time, while we've got this going, can we do a few other bits and pieces? I mean, this could be useful to do. Let's just have a look at any other rail construction activities. Obviously, we would like to construct into that direction. I think we've constructed, well, we've kind of paid for a few bits and pieces over here. I don't think we've got anything left to construct. I think I paid for these final sections here so that we can actually get started on it. Okay, so what I might do, there's a few little slithers that we would like to just get started on. So I guess what I'll do is we will run here, right? And what I might actually do is let's just pause this one here, and let's just figure out what we're gonna do here, because what I'd ideally want to do is not disrupt any of the rest of this. Let's just see this. This is okay. That shouldn't be a problem. So ideally, what I thought we do is we'll pay for these little pieces. We'll do a little crossover on this side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get ourselves the crossover. I guess like this was kind of the thinking, right? So if we did that, okay, and we would just pay for those items, and then at the same time, let's pop that one down, and we'll quickly pay for this, and for that, and I guess for those, right? So we'll do that, and that gives us a spot where these guys can actually start working on, right? And what we'll do is we'll just put some mixed signals kind of right over here, right? Come on. Come on, autosave. Okay, and then on the other side, what we'll do here is we'll just put some mixed signals kind of right over here as well. That's the wrong way around. So we'll do that. We don't have signals here, do we? And what we'll do is all I'm going to try and do is just merge these items right over here. And I guess that's fine. Let's just merge all of this. I don't mind doing the entire thing, getting it done. This will be a pretty easy construction. So let's do that. And what we'll do is we'll assign some construction activities there and there. So these guys can come and do that section of rail through there. That would be good. Excellent. It's the end of winter, which is something I've been dying to see, so that we can really quickly go and do a few things a little quicker. A lot of the stuff has been constructed here, right? A lot of it. Okay. I think we're in good shape here. We're in really good shape. How much do we have left on this one? Yeah, still a little bit to go. This one is less costly. Anyway, we're going to try. Yeah, keep building that, right? Keep building that. We should have another one coming in. Yes, to go and build this section. Good. Not enough workers, though, it seems. Okay, that's fine. Now, let's quickly go back one more time to go and have a look at what the issue was here. Are we moving people quick enough through this? In there. I'm kind of wondering, do I add another train to this? How many people can actually wait here? Because I mean, I would love to be filling up more than that. Let's quickly have a look. So this station is the standard one track. I just want to see, maybe it actually doesn't allow for that many people to kind of hang out there. So the standard one, just close that so I can see. It's this one, right? Yeah, I guess it's this one. And what does it say? It has passenger capacity of 631 workers. So really, its capacity is sufficient, right? So I don't know why this is a struggle, because we want more people to be coming into this slot. Yeah. All of these people complaining that they don't have jobs. Where are you? That's not quite what I had in mind, and I guess that's why they're running out into that direction, is because this is happening. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay. Going into that direction. Into the other direction. This thing is ready to go again. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so it seems okay. Could be thinking we should use another. Let's just clear all of this out. Okay. Now, okay, let's go back here. Let's continue our journey. We are pretty good with this. The one thing that we don't, well, we've got a few things that we still need to finish off here. And let's actually have a quick little look at who is actually constructing what and where. I would love to make sure everything is currently under construction and is happening, right? Keep going. Okay, so we've got another little slither over here that needs some work. We've got electricity problems. I'm pretty sure we'll have a look. If that keeps popping up, we'll have a look. Another building is on fire. This one, right? Keep constructing, right? Let's just keep everything under construction. If we go underground, all of this is done. That should be all good. This isn't, yeah, this is all done. All done, all done, all done. Ooh. This is, oh, but that's fine. That's another area. You can come and work on this, right? Yeah, why is Lisa not even out here? You can come and work on this. You can come and work on that. We won't have any that I will have to pay for. It's okay. We'll do that. And then, obviously, from a construction perspective, please make sure we're doing all of this. And that's not under construction there. So let's add an extra little pathway here so we can actually do that item as well. Just want to make sure we're picking up on all of these items wherever we can, because there's a fair bit that we still need to finish off. Okay, but I guess that's all of this stuff. I've kind of set all of those up to be built. This seems to be all good. We do need distribution pieces for all of this, but I think for now that's okay. What I'm keen on is, so we've got a fire station out over here. What we don't have is heating, right? And what I was kind of wondering about, with this alignment right over here, I guess maybe on that side is really where we're gonna run the heating, if anything. If anything, we're going to do a bit of a heating plant over here. Over on this side, and we'll run another road in through there, right? But way too much waste over here. So this stuff is struggling. This would be a train that comes to get it, right? Is that what this is? No, that's not what this is. I need to come and have a look at that because that'll slow down production as well. So we need a heating plant. So the idea is we'll grab ourselves probably something large, right? Something for... I mean, if we're going to build it, we may as well combine cycle heating. No, I don't want oil. No, not oil. Coal. So we'll do this one. This large one over here, I think, is going to be the one. To be honest, if we could get people to get here. But anyway, we don't want it too close to town. So that's kind of why I was thinking over in this part of the world here, we can get coal directly off of this this track here. Right, so we could do something like that and then run heating into here. I mean, obviously we want people to be located on this part. So let's have a quick look. If we do the quick large field trick, right? We could actually bring it a little closer if we say that road is going to be the last spot for residential activity, right? And then whatever is over here won't be residential. But if we wanted to be residential up to, say, here, we'd have to be on the other side. I'm just thinking that if we do stick it out, right, and we well, even that, we'll need to, even this will be a little bit close, right? So that spot might be the spot where we could do it. Yeah, so we could theoretically try and squeeze it in. No, we want the big one. We could theoretically try and squeeze it in over here, and then we could try and get people to actually walk to it, which, from a heating perspective is always very good if we can do that. I think there'll be enough room to have a little bit of a coal drop-off in here as well. I think we are going to do this. I'm happy to have it quite up close to the rail there. So something like that, because then we can have a road that comes off of there. That would actually work quite well. Yes, so heating, I think, goes in here. because we also don't want it to be miles away from everything, right? Okay, let's just remove that. So that's going to be the heating area. Again with Vasastavi issues. I just like this is so painful. These things. Okay, so with that in mind, now let's quickly have ourselves the coal storage that we're after here to keep the heating going at least. So if we go here, we can get a coal storage of a reasonable size. 1,000, I think, is about what we're after, right? We could make it a little bit more than that, I think, because I think we've got room for the longer variety here. Okay, so if we were to... I think this is fine, right? So what we'll do... we'll target something like this. But if we do that, though, we won't have... Okay, we won't have the ability to keep that thing full. And I'd rather do that as well. So let's grab ourselves one of these items. We'll go with a 3-into-1 kind of setup, but we'll flip it around so all the roads are kind of on this side here. Actually, let's get it nice and tight on that side also. Something like that. And then we want the aggregate storage, the large one, the 2,000 tons, I think is what we're saying. 2,000 tons. We will do it like this. So we'll have all the roads next to each other here. So yeah, something like that we'll do. And then I thought we just need to have a quick look at a cargo drop-off rail thing that can actually serve this. Okay, so cargo train station. We're after the... No, not cargo specifically. We're after train aggregate unloading, but we're looking for something nice and tight. So something like this really is what we're after. And this can actually work fairly nicely like here. And we can even give it the piece there. So if we did this, something like that, right? I think that'll work. Then we can quickly grab this item here. Yeah, get that in place. That should be fine. We'll need some level of road connectivity here. So let's just say start that construction. Let's first look at, before we look at the roads, let's look at, we would like to we're reasonably far away from that. So if we did this, the idea would be to do something like that and then to tie that one in like so. So that should give us a reasonable length. Similarly, over here, actually, with that in mind, this guy can tie in over there. And that actually works quite well. So it means the guy can go in. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we can use this existing piece of infrastructure to have that tied in. So let's start that over there. What I will do is I will just move that signal over there. We will remove it from this side. And instead what we'll do is we'll say, well, basically this is a mixed signal as well, which we'll put in over here, right? So this guy can come in, go out, do its thing, drop off what it needs to drop off. And we'll need to do something kind of very similar over here. So I guess that's a mixed signal. No, that's a chain. That's a chain. It's not a chain. And then on this side, this side, same thing. We do that and we do something like this. Okay, and then on this side we do a mixed signal over here. Now, again, happiness low versus stubby. Let's just go back, see that it's still it's still kind of hovering on that 50 mark, right? Let's just have another. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. Hope you didn't go deaf. Okay, so let's just look at this again. Is it again? Just want to keep an eye on it, right? We've got water. There's no pollution. This isn't. I mean, sewage isn't filling up, right? No, sewage isn't piled up. We'd have a warning for it as well. Some people are complaining about food. Now, food and meat, I know, will get you these warnings really quickly. So if we go into 1 or 2 people here, past days demands unsatisfied food. That is an issue, and currently still food is a problem. Drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol. This is the one that I'm after, right? This one here that says past days demands unsatisfied. That's where the real unhappiness comes from. Look at this average productivity here due to how low this is. 10% happiness. Oh, at the moment, you're still seeking some of these things. Okay, so maybe, are we out of food here? Let's just have a quick look at food here. Food, this might be an early warning on food here. So let's just have a quick look. If we went here and said, please tell us how much food we have available. That side there, and let's just do this and see. There is food available in the shopping center, right? Over there as well, over here as well. So it's not a food issue. We look at meat. Similarly, we have meat availability, so it should not be an issue. Is it a matter of you not getting into the shop? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. These shops that we have are maybe too small. Maybe too small. Now, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do much better. I'm a little worried. We won't be able to fix it easily. I mean, we've got one there. We've got one on this side. I mean, we could try and squeeze a little shop in here. Maybe just an extra shop in here. Because these guys are... Maybe they're not getting things quick enough. So, what I want to do is let's quickly extend this pathway. You know what? Let's clear out this and extend this pathway up there. And then... Is a building in the way? Oh, we can't run through here, can we? It's a bit of a bummer. I did not see that coming. Got a little bit of a corner here that we're not able to get through. Yeah, so that's a bummer then. Okay, anyway. Well, let's pay for that. And what I'm thinking is let's upgrade this road segment here so people can walk a little bit further. So if we were to just say we're going to upgrade this, and what we'll do is we'll pay for that upgrade. So at least people have a slightly easier route to walk around to. Yeah, okay. And then what I thought was let's quickly try and get an extra little shop in here. So a small shop is what I'm after. Something like a grocery store is going to be okay. So the plan would be, so let's flip it around so it does something like this. Okay, so if we do that and what we'll do is we'll just tie this one. How come... Try that again. We obviously do need to do this quickly so that doesn't become an issue. And then let's try that one more time. Go over here to this small grocery store. Yes, so let's do it like that. This is a school, right? Yeah. Copy this and see. This is painful. Okay, fine, we'll do that. Pay for that. That's okay. And what we'll do is we'll get one of those new storage facilities that I've got that does everything, and we'll just build another one over here. Hopefully that solves this problem, because this problem is a little bit painful. I don't like it. Over here, if we go there, we had some kind of a warehouse here that does everything. And I can't recall. It's this one, I think, right? So let's just, how do we... This is too large. We don't have this kind of size available here, so it has to be smaller. So I guess what we'll do is let's get a small warehouse, but something that's just going to be, that'll just then be, we can't even squeeze this in here. Really? We have nothing? This tiny one then. Tiny one doesn't work because it doesn't have the connection that we need. That's massive. I think this is our smallest warehouse, right? Building is in the way. Infrastructure. Okay, so this is not going to work then, right? It is. There we go. Got it. We've got it in. We finally got it in. And what we'll do is just kind of do something like that. Of course, now it doesn't want to work. A bit weird, I think. Pay for that. To be honest, I am just going to pay for all of this. And what we'll do, how's our money? Our money is dropping a little bit. I need to keep a little bit of an eye on that. We'll do this. We'll pay for that also. So these guys could be getting a little bit better connectivity over here also. Okay, so at least this is now potentially up and running. Building is without... Okay, power supply. Yeah, it's fine. All we need to do is let's quickly have a look. Who is actually distributing to here? Atomic supply distribution. What? How come you can now do multiple extra tasks? Seems to be a new one. Anyway, 20 of 49? I think this must be new. 20 was the max. 20 was absolutely the max. But what we'll do is we will... Oh, see, now we have to do 2 of them. Anyway, we'll do both of them there. Go all the way down to the bottom. And we'll just say, please unload to like 80% and 90%. Right? Something like that. So at least the guys can bring in some stuff, and we'll have the extra store here to try and help things out just a tad, because I think that was kind of the issue. Now back to this. I think all of this is workable. We of course need a bit of a road connection in here, and what I thought is we would do. Let me go back to this. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do something like that, and then what we'll do is we'll slowly curve it around. And actually, what we can do is we can kind of run it up there. So ultimately, we have a slightly better opportunity to use stuff here. So what I might do is I might add a bus stop in here, just a kind of normal bus stop. Am I still paused? No, I'm not paused. We'll just do a normal bus stop in here, so that we can use potentially the bus stop for some other stuff as well, right? We'll do that, and we'll grab something like this, right? So let's pay for that, and what I'll do is I'll pay for this. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll get... Oh, we need to get this road going. This one here. No, we need the F4 button, so we can do something like this and something like that. And I will pay for this. Okay, that's fine. We'll pay for that, and then we need to get the rest going. And what we can do is we can get whoever to come and start construction here. We could also get actually the helicopters to work on this and on all of these things and all of this and all of that. We also want the rail construction office over here to start working on. Yeah, this isn't doing anything at the moment, so we may as well get this in place to start working on that. So please go ahead and start this piece of construction over here. That's okay. We can do this at your leisure. And then at the same time, did we want to run? I guess we'll just do that. And what we'll do is we'll pay for that little slither there. That's okay. This is just to get access here. And what we can do is we can get the offices in there. And then on this side, we'll just do another little subsequent little road stub off of this. Yeah, I think we'll do that, and then we'll start the construction activity over there. So make a start on this piece here. Okay, so all of this is kind of underway, so we get our heating going. Okay, so now let's get rid of that so we can quickly see. Have we finished off this stuff? We're not paused, right? No, we're not. So why are you... What's happening here? Ignore the red signal, please. What is going on? What is up? Is it just because you don't have workers? I guess it's a worker thing. Okay, we'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. We need to finish it off, right? And we need to bring some vehicles in here, and we need to bring in... Okay, so now let's have a look at heating. So heating is the next big thing for us. And I'm kind of getting on to in this episode again. There's just so much we need to do every episode. So, heat exchanger large is what I'm after, please. And I think the plan would be that we need... Right, say one here, one... Maybe a little bit more this way. And then maybe one over here on this side. But the idea would be that we maybe want to move to the other side as well. But I guess that should give us reasonable coverage. And then we probably need kind of say one. Do it a little bit more that way. And then maybe one. Over on this side. Something like that, right? 5 of them. What was the, can't remember what the, just quickly pop in. Yeah, do you have some stuff? Yeah. Yes, you have stuff. Oh my goodness, now you're not... It's just constant, isn't it? Constant little things. This guy is gonna... Oh. If we do that, forget about that. We pay for this little slither. Can you actually get your stuff delivered? Yeah, you can. Okay, fine. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. I forgot. A big no-no. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 750, 25, 0, 0, 0, 25, 0. Right? That's kind of the thing. So we've got mechanical components in here, which is a bit of a mess. Everything else seems to be okay. I'm just going to discard it, to be honest. So now we're back on track. Okay, excellent. Glad. Yeah, Garbage container is overfilled. Understood. We will hopefully get rid of that soon. I'm sure there's someone that can come and pick that up over here. But hopefully that means people are getting a little bit happier. Still not evident, but maybe that will help us a little bit. Okay. Now, obviously we're building this heating thing, right? And let's just double check this. This is the one part aspect of the game that I'm a little bit less thrilled about is this one. So here we've got hot water tank is 2100, and I think these guys have 300. So we have 7 of them, right? 7 of them. 7 of them that can be accommodated here. So I can guess that's good. So we've got all of these. Whether we can actually get pipes to all of them is another question. It's a completely extra question here. Let's have a quick look. We have a look at that. So what we're after is this guy is the furthest away. Infrastructure in the way is not the message that I'm too worried about. We drop this down a tad and we... Really? Is that... Could we get this a little bit more direct? Could it be fairly close? Could it be fairly close is my question. Now it's too long. I might move it. That is so close to being there that I might move it. So let's delete this one. The other side, I'm sure we'll need to put some extensions and stuff in there. But so I'm so sure that this is close enough that we'll just pop it in here instead. I think that's a pretty good spot for it anyway. Overlap shouldn't be too significant. Right, let's see. Let's see. So let's try that again. Let's go underground. Go back up here. There we go. Excellent. So let's do that. So that gets us... At least that one is all good. That should kind of cover off this area. And I'm kind of thinking this one needs to move a little bit out this way. Do we... If we're coming this way, can we do it from the other side? Yeah, probably, because we'll need an extension anyway, so it doesn't really matter then. Let's move this one a little bit. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to end the episode. So many little bits and pieces that we constantly need to be dealing with. With something like this. That's okay. Why don't we have a road here? Just by the way, we won't be able to maintain stuff that doesn't have road access. Okay, back to getting the pipes in place. Go underground. Okay, and then this one here. We'll again just do something like that, right? So at least now we've got a few heating options already to potentially go on this side. Now let's see quickly what's going on here with the tracks. Is that built? That's fully built. So we're just waiting on this little slither of track to be built. Side is starting up. This is constructing pretty quickly, actually. So that's pretty good. So we'll start to continue doing that. We want to kind of load up on all of this once we've got a little bit of power. So I think in the next episode, we'll start looking at that. Let's quickly just come in over here to see whether we have room. You have room. Let's quickly go over here to see if we've got room over here. Okay, let's move let's move this guy. Out over here, please. I've just timed it poorly. This is also still working because we're going to need a lot of that to kind of fill up these buildings, which we'll be doing. Yeah, so this construction is underway. We were able to drop off some coal over here to do heating for this, which is great. We should be enough to extend it to this side as well. I think that should be a reasonable heating plant there. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Still a few more things for us to do before we get to be able to move people in here and then start focusing our attention over here. This has been built, which is great. Kind of thinking, you know what we can do? We probably need, if we... oh, we don't have power here, right? So even with that, we're not going to be able to put out fires here. But we do need to... You know what? We need to get this powered up very quickly. So where is all of our power infrastructure then? We've got some power running here, right? And that is loaded, ready to go. So what I thought might be useful is let us quickly bring in some bit of power here. Give me one of these guys. In this location over here, right? Let's do that because I want the I want to be able to do... Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And I will pay... No, I won't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That over here. Do this one. Do that one. Okay. So we'll get that built. Oh, I'm paused for the moment. Okay, so now this should be powered. Right, let's get it the pathway over there. This should now be powered. Okay. So that means now I would love to just buy a very expensive helicopter. And we are in need of the big guys, right? The Mi-10 cargo. So we'll buy this one. And color code it so that it looks the part. But we're going to go with that one. Yeah, I like it. And what we'll do is we'll buy a little bit of fuel here. All right, so let's just do that. Okay. Let's just see, is this thing now... It's not actually doing its thing. Anyway, so that's okay. I think that should be sufficient to at least give us one shot, right? So now we'll get it part of the distribution network, just so that in case we need some fire protection over here, we have it, because that's a little bit of a worry for me that we don't necessarily have that ready to go. Is this done? No, we still have a slither left. Yeah. Okay. In the next episode, I'm going to start loading this stuff up. We're going to get our power and water distribution going, and we'll get this distribution facility moving. And then the plan is that we can then start moving people in. We can continue the expansion over here, and we can look at that. Now, with all of that in mind, let's quickly pop back over on this side, and let's just have a look how things are going over here. So that's been done. This is still under construction. Let's just quickly go ahead and assign some Liverpool crews to come and work on this. Oh, excellent. We can quickly do this as well. Let's do that. I will go ahead and pay for that little piece there. This is all under construction already. I will do this and I'll pay for that piece there. Beautiful. All of that's doable. Okay. Now let us go. Ooh, I hate that view. Let's go back and get the Lipkapol guys to come and work whatever they can over here, please. Fine. Let's do that. Let's get it built as best we can so that we're ready to get this thing up and running and start exporting some lots and lots of vehicles, basically, and really get our money up. The other export of nuclear stuff will also help us quite a lot. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Bye-bye.